Hi, everybody. Welcome to UHS Library Online. My name is Mr. Murray. I'm the librarian here at Urbana High School. And in celebration of National Hispanic Heritage Month, which I have the screen up right now, the official government site, um, what I want to do is show you how to find some resources and materials that are actually on the shelves here in our library that you can browse. And then if you are interested in reading any of them, you can shoot an email to me at murrey@usd116.org and request those books, and we can arrange the pickup and delivery of those kind of books for you here at the school. So let's get started, because I have just a ton of material, great material, especially by Latinx authors and about Latinx history of the United States. So let's jump in. So what I want to do is show you how to get to the library webpage. What you want to do is Google UHS Library. There also should be a link in your Clever page to the library website, but I did want to make sure you know how to find it also when you're not in Clever. So once you do that, we are the first result that comes up, and you'll know you're at the right. You click on it, and this will be the page that comes up. And then you'll come here to what you want to do is use Destiny Catalog. I'm circling that with my cursor now. And if you click on that, what you'll see are the catalogs for all the schools in the school district. And of course, we are the high school, so you'll want to click there. And then I'm going to need to remove my picture here for a minute, and I'll keep talking, of course. And what I want to show you are ways that you can find materials about Latinx, by Latinx authors, both fiction and nonfiction, and about Latinx history. And then I'll show you some books that I'm really interested in too. What I've done is I've set up copy categories. So let me go back and show you how to do that. So you get to the screen, you're in the basic function right now, and then come over here to where it says copy categories and click that. And then look down this list for Latinx fiction, nonfiction, and click on it. I'll be adding more titles to this as time goes on. Now, I just set it up a couple days ago. And what you can do is take a look at that, and you can notice some of the books are fiction. Some are going to be nonfiction, like biographies, and even graphic novel biographies about, say, Roberto Clemente. And what I do want to just show you, this is one book I read a while back. It's a novel set during the LA uprising riots in the 90s. And so if you saw that and you were just interested in that, you click on the title, and it will pull up the listing of the book, and you'll see a description of the book. Also, you can do some further searches by clicking on these links, these hyperlinks, and that'll pull up more books that are like that. And then the other thing I should just mention is when you're in that screen for categories, just be sure you click on the picture, the cover of the book, because if you do that, it'll open a separate window that then will give you more information, and usually a couple book reviews and even chapter excerpts. So that's a really great way to find out more about some of the books that you might want. So let me pull myself back up here on the screen and say hello again. And so now I'm going to drop the screen sharing and show you some books that we have in our library, and then I'll wrap it up. So here we go. First thing I just want to say are, this is Poet X by Liz Acevedo. I got to hear her read about 2 years ago at the Urbana Free Library. She is an awesome poet, awesome reader. You can look her up online. She has probably some videos posted on YouTube. She was a National Poetry Slam champ, and this book won the National Book Award. And it's a super book. I think you'd love it. Another really good one that came out recently. And this was a National Book Award finalist. I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter. And I would say both these books deal with the experience of second generation young people dealing with the more conservative nature of their parents and trying to fit into the U.S. And really just living a very sort of vibrant life and learning how to deal with that. So that's Liz Acevedo. Don't forget, boy, I have so much to show you, but I'm going to have to wrap it up quickly. Don't forget, we also have poetry. This is an anthology. This one came out recently by Jose Olivares. Gary Soto has been writing poems for a long time. He was one of the first poets that I came across that I really loved, probably back in the 80s. So don't forget poetry you can search for. And biography, I mentioned Manny Ramirez. Also, don't forget our Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor. We have biographies of actors and actresses and athletes and gymnasts, that kind of thing. So all of that. And the other thing people sometimes forget about is history. And I just thought I'd mention this one, which is Harvest of Empire by Juan Gonzalez. He's one of my favorite reporters ever. He's a super journalist and a broadcaster on a news show that you might see sometime. And this book I picked up for our subculture, counterculture projects about the Chicano movement, and it's for beginners. So don't forget about those kinds of things. And the last thing I thought I'd mention is, of course, we have just so many books that you may have heard of, want to read. This one, probably the first novel, considered one of the first novels ever written. That's Don Quixote, written by a Spanish author, Miguel Cervantes, South American writer. This one by the Nobel Prize winner, Gabriel Garcia Marquez. And then we have some of the classics that really, this one probably one of the first ones that really launched Latino literature in the United States, which is Rudolfo Anaya's Bless Me Ultima. And Sandra Cisneros, House on Mango Street, and then this one, Woman Hollering Creek. And then the last thing I'll mention is, I know some of you are Spanish students in Spanish language classes. We do have a number, excuse my face up in the camera there, but I had to reach across here. We have a number of these books that are also actually in Spanish. So, En el País que Amamos, and El Poeta X. And you could, and if you want to read those, they are actually in Spanish. And I hope you've enjoyed this short presentation. Do not hesitate, please, to email me anytime you have a question. And if you see a book that you really like and you want to get your hands on it, email me and we'll set it up so that you can get it. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your class. Bye.